On a cold Friday morning in late February 2021, life in Chicago's Englewood neighborhood looked ordinary. Mothers walked their children to school, buses rumbled down city streets, and people prepared for the weekend. Among them was 38-year-old Cheretha Morrison, a devoted mother of two. She had already lived through her share of hardships, but she was excited about the future. She was pregnant again, expecting her third child. That morning, like countless mornings before, she dropped off her 4-year-old daughter at Earl Stem Elementary School on West 62nd Street. What no one realized was that it would be the last confirmed time anyone saw her. Later that day, her daughter's teachers waited for her to return for pickup. But as the minutes stretched into hours, it became clear something was wrong. Cheretha never showed. Staff eventually brought the little girl to a police station, worried for her safety. Officers contacted Cheretha's family, who rushed to her home, only to find the door standing open and no sign of her inside. Her phone was silent, going straight to voicemail. For her family, alarm bells were deafening. Cheretha was the kind of mother who would never abandon her child. 3 days later, a new and troubling clue emerged. Her silver Porsche Cayenne was found abandoned in Rogers Park, on the far north side of Chicago, an astonishing 21 miles away from Englewood. It was ticketed in a tow zone near the intersection of Birchwood and Winchester Avenue. Inside the SUV lay a jacket, a crowbar, and perhaps most strikingly, cash. Robbery seemed unlikely. What stood out even more was the location. Family members said Cheretha had been ticketed in that exact spot before, suggesting this was not random. She had likely been visiting someone in that neighborhood regularly, perhaps slipping into a routine her family hadn't fully known about. To understand the weight of that discovery, you have to consider the geography. Englewood, on the south side, is a world apart from Rogers Park, which lies at the very top edge of the city. It's not a casual drive. It's a cross-city journey. Why would a heavily pregnant mother who had a child to pick up that same afternoon suddenly make such a trip? And if she drove there willingly, why would she never return? There were hints that something was wrong even before that Friday. Relatives recalled seeing Cheretha on the phone the night before, engaged in a heated argument. Friends later alleged she had been involved in a toxic relationship. Police have never confirmed this nor named any suspects, but that possibility cannot be ignored. Studies show that in the United States, homicide is tragically one of the leading causes of death for pregnant women, often linked to intimate partner violence. That chilling statistic casts a long shadow over Cheretha's disappearance. The vehicle itself raises critical questions. A parking ticket provides a timestamp, a window into when the SUV was left there. Did Cheretha herself park it? Or did someone else drive it to Rogers Park to divert attention? Investigators could have examined the driver's seat position, steering wheel, fingerprints, and even the car's infotainment system for clues about who was behind the wheel last. Surveillance cameras in Rogers Park might have recorded her car arriving or someone exiting it. If Cheretha had been visiting someone in that area regularly, there might be witnesses who saw her before, neighbors who recognized the Porsche parked in the tow zone more than once. Then there is the matter of her phone. It went dark early that morning, rolling to voicemail, cutting off the easiest lifeline for investigators to track her. Did the battery die, or was it switched off intentionally? Cell tower pings could have revealed whether her phone traveled north with the car, or if it remained in Englewood while the Porsche was moved without her. That distinction could be the key to understanding whether Cheretha ever reached Rogers Park alive. Her family is adamant that she would not have left voluntarily. She was pregnant, caring for her daughter, and making plans with her son. Leaving behind her children and her car, with money still inside, does not align with who she was. To them, the signs point to foul play, possibly at the hands of someone she trusted enough to visit. Yet years later, the case remains open, unsolved, and painfully silent. Her sister Oretha now cares for Cheretha's young daughter, who is growing up without her mother. Her niece, Robin Calhoun, has spoken out publicly, criticizing the lack of urgency from police, suggesting that systemic biases may have contributed to the slow pace of the investigation. And all the while, the Porsche Cayenne still sits in police custody, a mute witness that may hold answers no one has yet uncovered. The unanswered questions linger like smoke. Who was Cheretha visiting in Rogers Park? Why did she never return for her daughter? Was her disappearance tied to the argument overheard the night before? Did someone close to her exploit her trust, luring her into a trap? Or did she uncover something she wasn't meant to know? What is certain is this: Cheretha Morrison did not vanish into thin air. Someone knows why she left her daughter at school that day. Someone knows why her car was left abandoned in the north of the city, and someone knows where she is now. Cheretha was a mother, a sister, a daughter, and a woman with her whole future ahead of her. She deserves to be found, and her children deserve answers. If you know anything, no matter how small, about her disappearance, about that Porsche parked on North Winchester, or about the person she might have been visiting, contact the Chicago Police Department. Even the smallest detail could finally bring her family the closure they've been waiting for since that February day in 2021. Where is Cheretha Morrison? Until the truth comes out, that question remains as haunting as the empty driver's seat of her abandoned car.